Anyway, Kathy, this is a reading, a numerology reading. And basically what I'm going to be doing is showing you how energies are working with you and within you as well. So I'm going over some stuff, and if you got any questions, please just feel free to ask.
Okay.
Oh yeah. All right. So anyway, so I'm gonna explain something to you. Everything is energy.
Energy. Always relaying. Always transforming. And never ending.
You ready to go? Yeah. I'm ready to go. What about y'all? Y'all ready to go? Yeah. I'm ready to go. Look. Know thyself.
So with that being said, numbers is a way to identify that energy or that vibration. Okay. Now everyone that is in this time-space reality has what's called a life path. Okay, and your life path is the number 8. 8 is the lesson of material satisfaction. Okay. 8 deals with money, finances, business.
Okay, bring that money on now. Okay.
You're either gonna be a spender or a saver, and you're gonna.
Can it be both?
You can be both. Yes,
Okay.
definitely. There's nothing wrong with being both. That's actually a balance. You know what I'm saying? But you like quality stuff. You don't want the cheap stuff. You know what I'm saying? There is a sense of
So almost a little materialistic.
yeah, you could say that. I mean,
dang.
because 8 is all about quality. You know what I'm saying? It's all the finer things in life. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, you wanna stay within your means. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get crazy and just go, $10 just buying stuff that you really can't afford. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta really watch that, because 8s have the big eyes. You know what I'm saying?
That's me. That's me.
Yo, this your main man, MeanSun. Listen, let me reiterate this lesson, okay? The lesson of the 8 is to gain satisfaction from obtaining materials and money and status and power, okay? However, while doing this, you want to seek pleasure, not for self-gratification, but for the experience, okay? If you do not gain pleasure, then this will happen.
Let me hear you say smart, you little smooth. Droppity slop. Complain all you want, it's never, ever gonna stop. Come on, how bad can it possibly be? How bad can I be? I'm just building the economy. How bad can I be? All the customers are buying, and the money's multiplying, and the PR people are lying, and the lawyers are denying. Who cares if a few trees are dying? This is also gratifying. How bad? How bad can this possibly be? So how are things? What are you doing here? Happy yet? You feel that hole deep down inside you? Or do you still need more?
Okay, what I'm illustrating here is the ramifications of the bottomless pit of the ego. Your ego cannot stop. It will not stop. You have to find a place of satisfaction within your growth or within the pursuit or desires of material things. You have to get in contact with your higher self.
Now, there are 4 major numbers that I want to share with you. Okay. Now, your life path is the most important number, because that is the lesson that you came here to obtain, to master. Okay. Now, before you came into this type of reality, I want you to understand, you gave yourself the name that you even picked the day that you came in.
What?
You picked
I
the
named
parents.
myself Catherine?
Yeah, she did.
I wanted a stripper name.
But the reason why you picked that name is because of the energy. You wanted to make sure that you had all the tools in place for you to win.
And I was just reading that Catherine means pure.
Okay.
So
All right. You see what I'm saying? So now, when you take the name Catherine, and you add up all the every letter in your name resonates with a number. Okay. But when you add all those numbers up, you get the number 9. 9 is the number of humanitarianism and selflessness. So what that means is that just the vibration of your name, your first name, your born name, you know what I'm saying? It comes off as being a you're very humane. You know what I'm saying?
wow.
Yeah. So, but we got to remember though. There's the pendulum swings both sides. There's a negative and there's a positive.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So on one side you can be very giving, and on one side you may be kind of selfish. Now it also depends on the situation or circumstances. And to be realistic with you, sometimes you have to be selfish. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be in a position where, you know what I'm saying, where people are just taking advantage of you to where you
Absolutely.
have nothing. You know what I mean? So people with the nine energy, I tell them that all the time. Like you have to mediate the giving. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know you can give, then you do it. You know what I'm saying? But if you in a tight spot, hey, look, not right now. You know what I mean? So. Yo, this is the main man, MeanSun, stepping in. Yo, look, this is the growth number. And with this number, it doesn't usually take effect until the mid-30s, around 35. So it's very important for you to understand that this lesson or this growth that you're experiencing is about being given without any expectations.
That's me. I have a hard balance in between giving and knowing when to be like, oh, okay, I can't do it. I can't. Even when I can't, I want to.
The other number I want to talk to you about is your expression. Okay, and this comes from your entire birth name. Okay, and in your birth name, what resonates is the number 3. 3 is the number of joy of expression. This explains your humor. This explains the comic side of you. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the 8 can be very serious. The 3 helps loosen that 8 up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that explains why, like, when you get on the phone with Nancy, y'all, you know, she's always laughing. Nancy's always talking about how you just able to take her there. You know what I mean? And then y'all be sending memes on Facebook, and they be hilarious. You know what I mean? So that's the comedic side. You know, most comedians possess that energy somewhere in their chart. You know what I'm saying? So. But you love life, you know what I'm saying? Now,
absolutely.
The thing about the 3 energy though, in your birthday, there are 3 threes. No, 2 threes. I'm sorry, 2 threes. Okay. Now, the 3 energy exists on the mind plane, which means that you're in your head a lot.
Absolutely.
You're in your head a lot. Way too much.
Way too much. Yeah.
You're now you have 2 threes. So your mind is like a computer, and it's constantly working.
I have trouble sleeping because my brain don't turn off.
And that's the reason why, because you have so much going through your head that you have to learn to, okay, that's enough, stop.
And that's hard for me.
It's a big challenge, very big challenge. You see, and I'm gonna get into that in a few minutes. So with the combination of your expression being a 3. And with you having 3 threes on your chart, in your birthday, that's a lot of energy. And that energy can sometimes be scattered. You see what I'm saying? It may be hard for you to focus. You feel me? So we have to put in place programs for yourself to train your mind to slow down. Train your mind to shut down sometimes. It's okay for it to shut down. You know, every computer needs to rest.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, and the best way to do that is through meditation.
And that's so hard for me to do. I try, and as soon as I get to that sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I can't keep my brain still anymore. It just start back up. Okay, girl, get up. You gotta do this. You gotta do that.
Right. And it's funny that we're on the subject because I want to bring this up to you. Okay. Since 2012 to 2020, you're going through a period, and you're going through your pinnacle period is actually dealing with the energy of the 7. And what I mean by pinnacle is your pinnacle is a period in time in your life where things kind of change up. Okay, even though your life path is still 8, okay, your pinnacle kind of changes up the environment a little bit for you to learn different experiences. Okay, now if you look right here, you see that 7,
Yeah.
all the way from 2012. This is the year right here, 2012, all the way to 2020.
Wow.
Okay. Now check this out. The reason why that 7 is there, for it's for a spiritual cleansing. And the reason why I say that is because check this out. Your essence. This right here is your essence. And that's the number 1. This signifies rebirth, being reborn, refining yourself.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Tied in with the 7.
With the 7.
The 7 energy is all about going within. All about going within. You see what I'm saying? Finding thyself.
Man, you're giving me chills because, like, I have been, like, I can't remember back to 2012, but I know the last 2 years I have been, like, trying to refine who I am as a person. What's my purpose? What am I here to do? Like, it has really been, like, playing on my emotions, like on my soul, like really, I'm really trying to figure out what it is. What is my purpose?
Look, know thyself, and thou shalt know.
Like, why am I here?
Right.
Why am I one of the ones that still wake up every day and say thank you for opening my eyes? Like, I really been trying to figure that out.
Right.
So you giving me chills right now.
Okay. Well, check this out. This is a pattern that I've also noticed on your chart. I've noticed the 1 and the 7 always being paired up. I'll give you an example. If you look back in 2003, right? This is the year of the that's the year energy that you're doing. You're dealing with the 1 energy. Okay.
Then up top.
Your essence is a 7. Now your essence. Let me explain what your essence is. Okay. Your essence comes from your entire name. This name right here. Okay. And what it is it's your musical score of your entire life. And based on that musical score, there are certain vibrations that you're going to be dealing with every year. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your essence is for 2003 was the energy of the 7. 7 again, eternal, spiritual, analyzing. You probably had a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of questions now.
I sure do.
Yeah, you're dealing with your pinnacle dealing with 7. So you have a lot of you're asking questions, but the only way you're really going to get answers are by finding that time of isolation.
To meditate.
For quietness. You see what I'm saying? Because you're going through a rebirth. 1, like I said, 1 is all about rebirth. And you had since 2012 to 2019,
It's going to be 19.
You see what I'm saying? So
I only got 2 more years to get my jump together.
Well, I mean, let's not look at it like that. Let's just look at this as a learning curve, so that way you can start focusing more on what you need to do.
Yeah, and it's crazy because everyone that I talk to, they always tell me, Kathy, you need to meditate. 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 It's like everybody says the same thing. You need to meditate. You need to meditate. Meditate.
So you're getting confirmation.
I'm getting confirmation after confirmation after confirmation that I need to meditate.
Yeah.
I even brought a book on how to meditate.
Wow. Yeah. So,
just really trying to quiet my mind down.
See, you have I would say angelic spirits. You have ancestors that are always with you, and they always whisper things to you. You feel me? So you bump into somebody, they say meditate. That's them.
That's them telling me I need to meditate. Man.
You see what I'm saying? And you remember how I told you the other day to write down
Yep.
your Write down your
What I see
ideal
my
scene, like
for
your
my
business, right? You know what? When I did your reading, 3 deals with the writer. 3 deals with being artistic. You know how to articulate your words.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when I expressed that to you, it wasn't just no coincidence. There was a reason why I said that. It's because you have that gift. You have the ability.
Man, stop! You giving me chills.
You see, so like I said, when you came here, you hooked yourself up with the tools that you need to win. You just have to wake up to them.
I just gotta wake up to them and
That's
tap
it.
into it and use them.
And use them.
Because I tell Nancy all the time, I was like, I have too many gifts, too many talents to not utilize one of them. And it's so hard for me to pinpoint which one that I can see myself doing every day that I love, because I love doing all of them.
Right. What I would suggest to you is you have to start with a foundation. Start with a foundation and build. I'm not saying you can do all those things, but you got to start from point A first.
Yeah.
You got to figure out what would be the foundation to allow me to put all these other things on top, to where I'm not overwhelming myself, to where I'm not doing too much, to where the ride, where I'm actually flowing with the universe versus resisting the universe.
Yeah.
You don't want to put yourself in that spot.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but let me get back. I got some more stuff I want to share with you. But like I said before, the number 1 and the number 7 is back and forth. Like even this year, 2018, this is your 7th year, still doing what the one essence, renewal. You see, this year was all about questions. This year was all about analyzing your life and like figuring out what the hell is going on.
And that's been my whole year.
Right. You see, so this coming up year, you're going into your 8th year. Now this year right here, you're supposed to shine. You're supposed to shine.
I'm gonna shine right.
You're supposed to shine because this is your 8th year. This is the harvest year. This is the money year for you.
Okay.
This is a year of wisdom. Look, the 8 energy possesses you have a lot of wisdom. When you start tapping into yourself, your true self, it's gonna open up a whole nother world for you. You see what I'm saying?
I'm ready.
But you gotta believe in yourself.
I believe in myself. I just gotta turn this brain off to keep it from doing all the million tricks it do. Like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready. I've been soul searching for a long time.
Okay.
Trying to figure out what it is that Kathy's supposed to be doing. And this right here just summed it up for me.
Yeah.
Like, I literally have goosebumps on my arm, like, hearing this.
Wow.
Like, I need to get my shit together.
Okay. You know, it all takes a step. It's one step at a time. I don't want you to get overwhelmed. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? If it's just listening to somebody's voice, you know, if it's just, you know, waking up in the morning, the first thing you do for 10 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna look at this candle for 10 minutes. Set my timer on there. Once that time is up, I'm up. You have to create habits.
Yeah.
But you do it a little bit at a time. Because if you try to do too much and you don't succeed on those moves that you make, you get more frustrated.
Yeah, it's easier for you to give up.
And see, the 8 have the potential of suffering from this woe is me syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Where you start feeling sorry for yourself, or you feel like you're stuck in a rut, like you just like, why can't I get my shit together? Like, why won't things go the way I want it to go? You see what I'm saying? And that's because you also possess what's called the arrow of high expectations. You expecting this or you expecting it to be like this right here, and it's not unfolding the way you want it to, so you get frustrated. Why is it not going my way? Why is it not doing it? Why? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also, I want to share this with you too. When you get like that, you become very restless. You have a lot of pent up energy.
I do.
And when you do, you get moody and you get reactive. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Shit, yes.
So that would be the time for you to write, because you have a sense of wanting to be free.
I do.
And that freedom, when you don't feel that freedom, you get mad. Downright, the way you want to cuss somebody out.
And I probably
Slap
do.
some damn body.
And I probably do.
You know what I'm saying?
That's me. That's me. In a nutshell, that is me. Everything you just said, you described me, who I am. That is me.
Yeah.
100%. No sugarcoating. Not just saying this because you're doing this reading. That is me 100%.
Now, and like I said before, it all goes back to meditation.
I need to learn how to meditate. Calm this brain down.
Control your emotions.
I only get about maybe 3 to 4 on a good night hours of sleep. Because as soon as I get into bed, my brain is like, okay, you need to do this, you didn't do that, you got to do this when you wake up in the morning. Make sure you know what that's at in the morning so you can grab it. Like, my mind is remembering everything. Like, okay, those are over there, that's over there. I need to go over here, 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 here. And by the time it's time for me to get up, I ain't got no sleep.
You know what would help you?
What? Writing it down.
Write stuff down. Write your to-do list. Right. See, what it is because it's all in your head. See, when you write, there's a point of focus. There's a point of, okay, it's down here. I don't have to worry about it.
Because it's on the paper. I know I got it.
I just need to make sure I know where I put the paper. You see,
instead of trying to hold everything in.
There you go. You see,
Okay. I want to do that.
you have to know that your mind is a tool to be used. Don't allow the tool to use you. And what happens is with most people, when the mind ends up using you, you're not even yourself.
And you know another thing I do? I play all these mind games trying to keep my mind sharp because I hold so much in there. And so I've started even downloading these mind games just trying to like make sure I stay on top of everything so everything can be retained.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with sharpening the mind. There's nothing wrong with that. However, like I said, you want to learn how to shut it off when it's time to shut it off. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to sit back and watch a nice movie, you know, or a romance movie, something that's not going to stimulate you so much where you're thinking even more. You know what I mean? Being out in nature.
I love being out in nature.
Perfect. Being around water would actually benefit you too.
I love being around water too.
Being around water would benefit you. I'll share something else with you. You need to trust your instincts, your gut. You gotta trust your gut. You have you're so much in your mind to where you don't listen to your gut. You second guess yourself. Your mind makes you do that. You see what I'm saying? You are very intuitive, but your mind takes you away from that. That's the monkey. That's the ego. You feel me? So you have that, and that's the reason why it's so important to meditate, because when you meditate, you'll be able to discern between the mind and your spirit. And when you become good at doing that, there ain't no stopping. Ain't no stopping. But that's the key, though.
I'm gonna learn it.
That's the key.
Learn it.
That's the first step.
Me too.
Meditate.
I'm gonna learn it.
You see?
When y'all see me again, well, when y'all talk to me again, I'm gonna be like, I learned how to quiet this mind down. Watch,
Okay.
I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it.
Now, let me tell you something else about this reading right here. This reading is going to enhance your abilities because you're becoming aware of them. Because I'm telling you, and it's resonating.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So there's no turning back. Either you're gonna go forward, or you're just gonna get worse. So I'm just being upfront with you. You have to have the willpower.
I'm gonna do it. Hands down, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you accountable. Then.
Hold me accountable. I'm gonna do it.
All right. So now, during this pinnacle, during this time, you also have a challenge. Guess what that number is?
7.
2.
Your pinnacle is a 7, but your challenge is
1.
a
She's
1.
still not feeling good.
Wow.
See right here?
Say what?
That 1, 7, and 1.
Wow. Again. It's everywhere.
Yes. What that means is what I'm picking up is that look to yourself. You are a leader. You are independent. You want something of your own.
I do.
You see what I'm saying?
I desire it. I earn it.
You a boss.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
You feel me? But in order to put yourself in that position, you have to find out who you really are. Once you find out who you really are, you'll have all the help you need. Your challenge is the one, meaning that you have a challenge of being independent, being self-sufficient, being able to stand on your own. Listen, the 8 life path is all about being independent. You're bold. You're a daredevil. You're not afraid to take risks. You see what I'm saying? However, and when I say that, you have the potential. You just have to believe in yourself.
Stop second guessing myself.
Stop second guessing yourself. But through meditation, it's going to help you. It's going to help you trust within yourself. It's going to trust you to when your gut says go right, you're going to go right. You're not even going to think about it. You're just going to do it. Because what'll happen is your mind say, well, no, I don't think you should go right because I ain't never been right. We're going to keep going left. Then guess what happens? You're going left because you're used to that, and that's what the ego does. The ego wants to keep you in a comfortable space. You got to get uncomfortable. You have to put yourself in awkward positions because when you do that, you know that you're exploring a frontier that you never explored before. And anytime you explore a place that you've never been before, you always leave room for growth. You always leave room to expand into something that's unknown.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because of the fact, because you're lacking the number 7 in your birthday, it's a challenge for you to get your lessons on the first try. You understand what I'm saying? When you go through things, there are times that you have to experience it more than one time in order for you to get it. Okay? So again, it goes back into trusting yourself and not being it's okay sometimes to be wrong. Okay? Through times where you're not correct, where you may be wrong, those are times to learn the lesson. You see what I'm saying? So
I've been learning that this year.
That's very, very important. Now you got three ones in your birthday. This means that you are a chatterbox. You can talk.
I sure can. Yes, I can.
You got the gift of gab. However, I want you to understand something. Let me ask you a question. Is it sometimes a challenge for you to tap into or to express your sensitivity?
Depends on the people.
Depends on the people? Okay.
If I'm really close, no. But if it's somebody that I don't know, then yes, absolutely.
Okay.
But I just got that way.
Okay.
Over the past couple of years, I've just gotten that way. I used to wouldn't show my sensitivity to nobody at all. Right. Not even my child.
Wow.
So I just got that way over the past couple of years.
Okay.
Because I felt like I needed to protect myself.
Right.
So if you're in my close circle, then you know my sensitivity. If you're on the outside looking in, you don't know shit about me.
Right. Okay. Writing. It goes back into writing. Writing will help you with that. Because when you tap into that part of you, and it's something and this could be something that you don't share with anybody. It could be just your thing. You feel me? In your writing. But if you get into a habit of tapping into that area within you, that's going to also help you with your meditation and also tapping into your higher self. Okay. So
writing.
I keep going back to writing. Writing. I feel like writing will be very meditative for you. It'll be very therapeutic for you. So keeping a journal, something that you do on a daily basis, would be awesome.
I haven't kept a journal since elementary.
I feel like that would be something that would definitely help you. And that'll be a way too where you can go back and read like what you've been through, how your day was going. Especially if you plan on getting into business, you have to get into writing. You have to, because when you're an entrepreneur, it's more of a challenge because there ain't nobody riding you. Ain't nobody telling you to get up. Ain't nobody telling you to do nothing. It's all on you. You see what I'm saying? So keeping a journal, keeping a log of what's going on with you is vital. That would actually be the foundation of whatever you're trying to build. We're gonna build. Because guess what? when you do make it, you got your book.
And go back through it.
You got a book. I'm finna sell my book.
Yeah, I'm finna sell my book. This is what I went through.
Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a win-win situation. The hard times, the struggles, you know, what all that. Put that in there. People want to hear that. People want to know the realness. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when they feel that and they see that and they read that, oh man, that's a bestseller all day.
Okay, man, you over here hyping me up.
Hey, I'm just keeping it real with you. Today is your one day, which means that today is all about new beginnings, being reborn again, being inspired. Tomorrow will be your 2 day, which means that it's all about relationship, partnership. I know you get ready to get on the road, so you and Dwayne are gonna be you and your family gonna be together. So, you're gonna spend a lot of time together because you're in the car.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a partnership because we got to split this drive.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? So, so numbers can help guide you through the day. They can also help guide you through the month. They can also help guide you through the year. And this month for you is 1 again.
Wow.
This is one independence, leadership. You can do it. You can do it. Okay. So, new beginnings. Coming at the first of the year, you're going to be going into you're going to be coming in the year on a 9. Okay. Which means that month, January, you're probably going to feel a little tired. You're probably going to want to rest. You're probably just going to just chill. You probably, if you part of everything, it'd be real small, but more than likely, you're just going to be, hey, look, I just want to just kind of rest and get myself together, because guess what? February kicks in the number 1 again.
No, I see. I see the rotation.
You see me? Okay, and then so you have the number. I'm sorry, right here. You have number 1, and then you have a complete cycle within the year, all the way to November. All the way to November. 9. So February, you can start planning. Because remember, this is your 8th year. This is money year.
It's my money year.
You feel me? So you can start putting. You can even do it on a 9 on next month. Start thinking. Putting stuff together, meditating. Start getting into your practice, because you're gonna have a burst of energy. February, you're gonna have a burst of energy, and you're gonna be ready to really be inspired and really start getting things together. You're gonna be in your head a lot, but again, you really want to get into meditating, and focusing on tapping into yourself. Okay. Because you got a whole year where everything's is going to line up. 1 is all about planting seeds, all about vision, imagining. Remember what I told you about as far as write your scene down? That'd be a perfect time to do it.
Okay.
Write your scene down. Write what you want. Make sure you attach the feelings, the emotions, your senses, the smell. How does it feel? Incorporate all of that in your writing. And the more you do that, the more you'll begin to start manifesting these things. You feel me?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Let me go over a couple other things, and I think we're pretty much covered. I mean, there's just so much to cover. I mean, I can go on for hours, but I want to let you also know that your soul urge is the number 6. Now, we talked about number 6 before, didn't we?
Yep, we did.
And 6 is the energy of nurturing, balance, and love. Okay, so you have a big heart.
I do.
You know what I'm saying? So that would explain your love for kids. You know what I'm saying? Didn't you have a daycare? You had a daycare at one time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So 6 is nurturing, and kids and children pick up on that too. You know what I'm saying? You have this motherly. I mean, you are a mother, but obviously, but what I'm saying is that you other children will pick up on that energy as well.
Yeah, all babies, kids, period, love me.
That's what that 6 energy is all about. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's also a very magnetic energy. You know what I'm saying? It draws people to you. You feel me? You were born on a 31 day, so it's 4. So 4 is also about structure. So it's about building. It's about work. You have to tap into your creativity. because of the 3 is before the 1. And with the 1 again, the 3 all about being creative, being expressive. That 1 is right behind it: leadership, independence, is inspiration. You got the tools.
I got the tools. I just got to use them.
You gotta put it to work. That's what the 4 is. 4 is all about work, about the energy, it's about the effort. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, about the effort. Now, what I just covered with you were your 4 major core numbers. Okay, you have a 9 in your birthday, which makes you very ambitious, big thinker. We already established that you think a lot.
Yeah.
But you have a big imagination, but you have to be careful about the unrealistic expectations of your thoughts. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now, anything is possible, but is it realistic to you?
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Because you're a big dreamer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what that 9 is. 9 are the big dreamers. You know what I mean? So, but you and you also can be very opinionated too.
Very, very much so. Yes.
You know, so but that's what that 9 is. And don't dwell on your disappointments. They do nothing for you. All they do is hinder you. You let them go.
Okay.
Let them go. Learn
That's
the
also
lesson.
been something I've been working on.
Learn the lesson and move on. Because it's nothing but an anchor.
Yep.
You cannot get ahead by hanging on to stuff that's dead. You see? So focus on what it is you want. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. Just believe it will happen.
That's my thing. I'm worried about the how.
Yeah. See,
That's where I get hung up every time is the how.
That's a no-no. All right, look. Make it easy on yourself. The universe will conspire to do it however it needs to be done. The only thing you need to do is just pay attention. And just watch it unfold. Meditate, believe, do affirmations. That's it. That's the start. And then watch the magic unfold. Just let it unfold.
I'm telling you, everything that you just off of the numerology is on point. It's like you've been a shadow in my life. Or someone has told you every little thing about me.
Wow.
And you just spoke it out just by doing these numbers.
Wow. Well, you know, I tell everybody, like, the numbers, they don't lie.
They absolutely don't lie.
They don't lie.
Because I can't even sit over here and fake the phone and be like, no, that's not me. Like, every time you say something, like, that's me.
Wow.
That's who I am. Yeah, that's me.
Wow.
Like, you can't even sit and battle with you like, no, because you touch on something that only you yourself know about, and you can't help. If you're a truthful person, you're gonna acknowledge it. Like, damn, how the hell do he know that?
Right.
Like, he's describing me to a T.
What's up?
So, I mean, it's power in this.
Oh, yeah.
And I would recommend this to anybody.
Well, thank you.
Because this right here alone gave me my final confirmation that I need to freaking meditate. I need to get out of my head. I need to trust my first instinct. I need to stop self-doubting. And those are all the things that I've been struggling with. Probably longer, but I'm just going to say the last 2 years. Because that's when I became aware of who are you? Like, what are you here for? Now, I'm pretty sure I visited this back in 2012, 2013, but I don't remember it being as strong as it has been these last couple of years. Okay. I feel like I didn't know who I was. Right. Like, what are you doing? Like, where are you going in life? Like, what is your purpose?
Know thyself, and thou shalt know the universe.
Right.
So that's been really strong these last couple of years. In the self-doubt, getting out of my head, and this was the final confirmation that I need. If I could count on my hand how many times someone done told me I need to meditate and I got paid for it. I had this one lady, I work in patient care. She told me, she was like, Kathy, you need to meditate. And I remember calling Nancy and telling her, this lady didn't know me from a bag of beans. She's like, you need to meditate. She was like, you're a genuine person. She was like, you need to meditate.
There's so many hidden treasures within all of us, within you, But if you don't tap into them, they just
I'm telling you, this was an eye opener for me.
Yeah, that's what's up.
This was an eye opener for me. It was confirmation more than anything.
Yeah.
Of things that I've already been told by my ancestors, by you guys, by random people, that I need to freaking meditate. So I'm going to go be doing me some yoga, something to try to get my brain there so that I can meditate.
Yeah, whatever.
Because this was confirmation.
Whatever it is that you're comfortable with doing, whatever it is, I'm not even saying comfortable. You know why? Because do something that's uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to do something uncomfortable to get me to that point of relaxation.
You're going to have to shake yourself.
Because if I was comfortable doing it, I would have been done it. Right?
Initiation.
One.
This whole time.
One.
With the 7, initiate. This is an initiation time for you.
Wow.
And the reason why you may be, scared of it is because you just, it's the unknown.
It's the unknown. That's exactly what it is. It's the unknown.
Look, if you've got a problem with what I'm doing, why haven't you used your quote-unquote powers to stop me?
I told you. That's not how it works.
Right, I forgot. You're a fraud. I need you to get out now.
Why? Do I make you uncomfortable? Remind you of the promises you made? The man you used to be?
You know what? You can just shut your mustache. My conscience is clear. I have done nothing illegal. I have my rights, and I intend to keep on biggering and turning more truculentries into needs. And nothing is going to stop me.
That's it. The very last one. That may stop you.
All right, in conclusion to this reading, I just want to say that nothing is going to change unless you are willing to put forth the effort, the energy, and the time to make your own transformation. Kathy, you've been elucidated. Like and subscribe. If you would like your own personal reading, you can contact me via email or call me. Set up an appointment and let's get it done and find out who you really are.
Look, know thyself and thou shalt know the universe and God.